Hello everyone, welcome to Tobin Sharantim YouTube channel. Today's video will be on the topics Creole, Pidgin, Diglossia, Idiolect and Dialect. Okay, we will be providing you the definitions as well as the examples. Okay, to start with Pidgin. A pidgin is a simple language that develops when people who speak different languages need to communicate with each other. It has basic grammar and vocabulary from all the languages involved. Pidgins are usually used for specific purposes like trade or work and are not spoken as a first language by anyone. You will be able to understand what pidgin is better in a better way when I give you an example. Okay, the example goes like this. Suppose I am a Malayali from Kerala and I am doing business with China. I am a Malayali. I speak Malayalam, and China people they speak Chinese. Okay, so me and that China doesn't have a common language to communicate, but we have to we must communicate. We are doing business, right? We must communicate, but how? In such scenarios we use pidgin. It is in such situations a pidgin develops. I might use simple broken English to convey my message. I will be speaking like this to my Chinese partner. Me want buy container rice. How much you want? Then Chinese partner will reply as rice very good quality 100 yuan per kilo. Me will be telling like this, okay, me take 500 kilo when ship come. See, this is pidgin. It what to say? It will not be a proper way to communicate with one person to another, but the person who is speaking and the person who is listening will be understanding what we are trying to communicate. We are doing business, we are not uh, in an international teaching learning platform, but only communication is what matters. The one who is speaking must the one who is listening must understand what the one who is speaking is trying to convey. So, in this example, I have used a simplified makeshift language to communicate, that is Pidgin. Pidgin languages emerge when people from different linguistic backgrounds, which means people who speak different languages. In the example which I provided, I speak Malayalam and I don't understand Chinese, and China person speak Chinese, he don't understand Malayalam, but we should communicate because we are doing business with each other. So, pidgin languages emerge when people from different linguistic backgrounds need to communicate for trade, business, or other practical purposes. They use a reduced vocabulary, simplified grammar, and often mix words from native languages to create a basic functional language. In this case, I have used a pidgin language to negotiate a business deal, even though I'm not fluent in each other's languages. Pidgin language is often used in international trade, travel, and cultural exchange. They can evolve into full fledged languages over time. Next is Creole. Creole means when people learn a special mixed language as their first language, it is Creole. It's like having a new full language that combines parts of different languages. In simple words, we can say Creole refers to something that is a mix of different things. That can be a language, that can be a culture, that can be people. Suppose think of a recipe. A recipe is a mix of different ingredients together. You get something new and unique. That's what Creole is. For example, Malayalam is my native language. When we take Malayalam language has borrowed words from other languages like Tamil, Sanskrit, Arabic, and English. So, this blending of languages is similar to Creole language formation. Suppose to take example of culture, Malayali culture is a mix of, or it's a beautiful blend of Dravidian traditions, Arya customs, Islamic and Christian influences from trade migration, colonial European impacts. So this blend is visible in Malayali cuisines, like idlis with Arab influenced coffee or Christian influenced beef dishes, and Malayali music, Carnatic with Islamic and European influences, Malayali festivals, Onam, which combines Dravidian and Arya traditions. When we take people, Malayali people have ancestral roots from different parts of India, Middle East, and even Europe. So, this mixing of different ancestries is similar to Creole people's experiences. So, Malayali culture is already a Creole culture with this unique blend of influences. This blending is what makes our culture so rich and vibrant. So, in simple words, we can say Creole is a mix of different things. It's a language that is formed by mixing up of different things. Next is diglossia. What is diglossia? This is when people use two different languages or types of language in their daily life. One is used at home or with friends, the other is used at school or at work. This is nothing just formal and informal way of speaking. In Switzerland, people might speak Swiss German at home, that is informal way of speaking, and standard German at school or at work, that is formal way of speaking. And diglossia is simple to understand. It's nothing. We use a type of language when we are with our friends or in our family. That is not the way of speaking when we are at work in a meeting. The language will be different. That's it. That is diglossia. Diglossian people Diglossia is when people use two different languages or type of language in their daily life. One is used at home or with friends, the other is used at school or at work. To give you example for this diglossia, not example, I'll just classify. There is a formal or Sanskritized Malayalam and there is colloquial or spoken Malayalam. Colloquial Malayalam is the Malayalam which we use when we are at home or when we are with our friends, or formal Malayalam, we use formal Malayalam at school or when we are at work. Okay. Formal or Sanskritized Malayalam is used in formal writing, literature writing, education, and in government, and it is influenced by Sanskrit vocabulary and grammar. It is often used in official context like news broadcast and formal speeches, but colloquial or spoken Malayalam is used in everyday conversation, in informal settings, and it has adapted words and expressions from other languages like Tamil, English, and Arabic, and it has a distinct grammar and vocabulary that is different from formal Malayalam. To give you example for diglossia, formal Malayalam or Sanskritized Malayalam, one word is Manavan. Manavan, which means human being. This is formal Malayalam, Sanskritized Malayalam. But the colloquial Malayalam is of the same word is Manusyan, which has got the same meaning human being. Manusyan is commonly used in spoken Malayalam, but Manavan is formal Malayalam. So, diglossia reflects the complex linguistic and cultural dynamics of Malayalam with formal and informal varieties serving different purposes in society. So, I want you to comment down below formal Malayalam, which you know for one word, and the same for the same word, the colloquial Malayalam, which we use at our home. Comment down below. Next is idiolect. Idiolect means the unique way that each person talks. Everyone has their own special way of speaking using their favorite words and phrases. ഞാൻ ഇതിനൊരു എക്സാമ്പിൾ പറയാവേ. ഐ വിൽ ഗിവ് യു എൻ എക്സാമ്പിൾ ഫോർ ദിസ് ഇഡിയോലെക്ട് ബിക്കോസ് ദർ ഈസ് ദ യുണീക്ക് വേ ദാറ്റ് ഈച്ച് പേഴ്സൺ ടോക്സ്. ദ വേ ഐ ടോക്ക് ഇസ് ഡിഫറെൻറ്റ് ഫ്രം ദ വേ മൈ നെയ്ബർ ടോക്സ്. For example, consider two individuals, Rajan and Sridevi. Both are from Kerala, okay? But with different backgrounds and experiences. Rajan uses a mix of Malayalam and English words. Example, the way that Rajan speaks is like this. Nyan going for a cup of coffee. He often uses slang and colloquialisms. Chaya. Instead of tea, he says chaya. and he has a distinct pronunciation. He pronounces ta of tatta as da of gada. And Sridevi uses more formal Sanskritized Malayalam. ഞാനൊരു ചായ കുടിക്കാൻ പോകുന്നു. Like the way she speaks. This is the way she speaks. Prefers traditional Malayalam words and expressions. Kutti instead of kochu. Okay. And she uses distinct intonation and stress pattern. Rajan and Sridevi's language varieties are examples of idiolects shaped by their individual experiences, education, and social backgrounds. So, despite being from the same region, Kerala, their Malayalam usage differs, reflecting their unique idiolects. Next is dialect. This is a version of a language that is spoken in a particular area or by a specific group of people. It's like a regional accent but includes different words and grammar too. For example, from the same state Kerala, the native language of the people of Kerala is Malayalam. But same Malayalam, the Malayalam that the people of Kasargod speaks is different from the Malayalam that the people of Thrissur speaks. There is difference. Example, Central Travancore dialect. Madhya Thiruvidamkur Samsara Bhasha are spoken in areas like Kottayam, Pathanamthitta and Alappuzha, and that is characterized by a distinctive pronunciation. Example, A sounds more like A. Okay, and uses unique words like kinar for well. Next is North Malabar dialect, Vadakkan Malabar Samsariga Bhasha, spoken in areas like Kannur, Kasargod, Wayanad. It has a distinct accent and pronunciation. Ta of tatta sounds more like da of gada. Uses unique words like poya for house. Now Palakkad district dialect, Palakkad Samsariga Bhasha, spoken in Palakkad district, and it is influenced by Tamil language and culture. Uses words like kola for voice. Now Lakshadweep dialect, Lakshadweep Samsariga Bhasha, spoken in the Lakshadweep Islands, has a unique blend of Malayalam and Divodi Maldivian languages. Uses distinct words like kavi for poetry. So that's it. If you know more about the dialect which you speak or the state which you are from, comment down below. So that's about today's class. So today we learned about dialect, idiolect, diglossia, Creole and Pidgin. To summarize, what is dialect? It is nothing but the version of a language that is spoken in a particular area or by a specific group of people. It is like a regional accent but includes different words and grammar too. I'm from Thrissur. I use the word gadi. Eda gadi. Mada gadi. We use such words. But people of Ernakulam will not use that words. That's it. Now, next is idiolect. Idiolect is a unique way that each person talks. Everyone has their own special way of speaking using their favorite words and phrases. Diglossia is when people use two different languages or type of language in their daily life. Creole is when people learn a special mixed language as their first language. That's it. Thank you.